Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sekejap saya pindahkan sikit. Saya punya luggage. Sejuk. Just to jangan tak blok orang. Alright. Saya cari something tak berapa clear sekejap. Is it because of the sun? Kenapa tak berapa? Okay, I hope you all can see me walaupun tak berapa jelas saya. Is it my screen or maybe? Okay, sekarang saya berada di Spietz, Switzerland. Dia kawasan, saya tengok tadi dalam map dia macam dalam kawasan Bern, Switzerland. Okay, weather now is about 1 degrees. Mungkin nampak, mungkin tak nampak. Saya bercakap ni pun boleh keluar asap Sorry, hi. Alright, so Spietz ni saya tak plan pun atas ni, tapi sebab I have to transit here in order to go to Interlaken. I have to transit here. Jadi kena lalu kejap. Saya sengaja ambil train yang macam one hour gap lah. So basically I still got half an hour to go. Okay, belakang saya tu ialah train station Alright. So before we start sharing sesi saya yang tajuk for today, saya just show you a bit of Spietz punya view So that is Spietz. Tak tahu nampak ke tak ni. Hopefully quite clear. Okay, dia Switzerland ni standard dia gunung. Dia ada tasik besar macam tu. And then dia rubah-rubah dia like that lah. Dia ada yang rubah yang ada tanah besar Alright, and belakang saya tadi dia adalah stesen Spietz S-P-I-E-Z. So you can Google it out. Alright, so it's pretty cold It's about 1 degrees now. Okay, so transition again from hari tu was belas and then now to hari and then naik sikit was about 7, 8 and now 1 degree. So it's getting colder and colder Okay, so I hope this one is okay. Alright, so today saya nak share sebab ada hari tu ada orang tanya saya pasal boleh tak tuan share pasal intrinsic value Alright, so when you study fundamental analysis, one of the things memang yang semua orang akan look forward, everybody would like be hype on is the intrinsic value Okay, so I have my own views on intrinsic value setelah lama berada dalam pasaran saham Okay, sebab when saya mula look into fundamental when I first found fundamental analysis ni, okay, I was intrigued by the intrinsic value tu lah. Wow, I thought like, wow, there is a formula. There is a formula for if I can calculate all this, I can make this, I can make this. Time tu mak saya gelak je kat saya, okay. My mom been a remiser for more than 20 years, okay, and my parents pun 40 years in the market. So saya pun cerita kat dia orang lah, okay. I found this super formula, mathematical formula, okay. Everything is systematic. If you do this throughout the right way, everything semua will go well, apa semua, okay. So itu was my expectation when I first found about intrinsic value, when I first found about fundamental analysis, apa semua, okay. So after a while, this is now my view on intrinsic value Okay, first kali is kita kena fahamkan dulu apa tu intrinsic value. Okay, intrinsic value is basically a value yang kita calculate which is apart from daripada harga market value Alright, dia some sort of part of a valuation. Okay, macam saya pun ada buat valuation tapi sangat simple punya valuation, not the very complex detail valuation macam CFA buat. Alright, so the valuation is called intrinsic value. You reach to a conclusion and by using all those mathematical formula apa semua, you will reach to a single value dekat ujung. Alright, so that value usually orang cakap is kalau dia the value is below than the market price, so it's considered the market price is overvalued. Maksudnya saham tu mahal, jangan beli. Kalau the intrinsic value is higher than the market price. So it's telling that the stock is actually worth more than what it is from the market. So itu idea dia. Sebab tu masa saya mula jumpa tu, I talk to terus to my parents that, oi, you guys should have found this intrinsic value, what not, apa semua ni early, so that we could have, you know, all this guarantee apa semua. Well, in reality, it's not. Okay, it's not. Why? It's very simple. Okay, one thing you have to faham, ada banyak cara. There's too many methodologies, there's too many formulas, different types of formulas untuk calculate intrinsic value. But the famous one are the DCF, the SOP. DCF mean discounted cash flow. SOP, sum of parts. Okay, ada dividend model yield growth. Saya tak recall sangat lagi. There are some lagi because saya, one thing, I don't want to talk much on this in detail because macam saya cakap, saya takkan cerita sangat benda yang saya bukan expert. Alright. Sebab tu even in Ruki Saham Gakuen, I don't really tekan on the intrinsic value based on only a simple valuation. Sebab saya takut saya salah bagi perception, saya takut saya salah ajar. So that one saya akan tarik this friend of mine who is a CFA punya student level 2 doing level 3 soon. So saya akan tarik dia where dia lagi qualified compared to me untuk teach about this intrinsic value and valuation. Alright, so okay, come back to valuation okay. So bila you nak calculate tu, okay, katakanlah discounted cash flow is the most common one lah people use, okay, because dia paling advantage of discounted cash flow is dia menggunakan free cash flow instead of, sebab dalam accounting there are banyak rules, banyak regulation, and ikut negara lain undang-undang dia. Okay, so macam contoh di UK, revenues cannot be recognized selagi macam contoh property winner, you tak serah kunci, revenue cannot be recognized. Sebab tu Ewin, EcoWorld International, masa dia keluarkan quarter result dia, it was showing like a 5,000 revenue. Company International 5,000 revenue. What is that? Okay, so dia hantar one more surat kepada bursa minta kebenaran untuk delay the declaration sebab itu adalah undang-undang dekat UK. Okay, so you see, because of these different types of accounting, okay, because this, lalu tadi. Okay, because different types of accounting, okay, free cash flow dia different. Dia ialah cash flow leftover, free. Memang free cash yang dimiliki oleh company. Sebab tu DCF is one of the most favoured one. Okay, the problem is, okay, if you look back at the DCF itself, you kena forecast the future cash flow. And also one is you kena forecast the perpetual growth of the business, and you kena forecast also what discount rate you nak guna. So you nampak tak, when you have to forecast things, okay, sebab benda ni saya realise masa saya discuss dengan saya punya kawan CFA tu, okay, we realise that we were discussing on a dividend model yield growth for that time okay, dekat formula tu dah cantik semua, okay, we just key in the whatever the dividends in the past apa semua, then comes the how much return do you want. So maksudnya kalau saya nak 20, dia nak kira 10, yang tu nak kira 5. So at the end of the day, our figures at the end will not be the same. Okay, sebab tu you nampak macam-macam analyst punya figure, TP pun lain-lain, and then they change TP all the time. You perasan tak? Okay, because that is one of the weakness of the DCF. Okay, you have to change according to time. Sebab benda ni kita forecast, and things don't happen as you forecast. Okay, kita tak boleh. How do I know 5 years from now this is the amount of cash they will be generating from the company? And then bila contoh dulu, macam contoh Wayang was doing well, then suddenly tak do well. Okay, because of the property dah gone down. So things change. Okay, benda ni dynamic, business dynamic. Sebab tu the idea of forecasting ahead so far, and then you say that that's the value yang memang, oh itulah muktamad apa semua, itu yang buat orang confuse. Okay, intrinsic value is just a base reference point, but you tidak boleh anggap itu sebagai, wow, I need to buy this because I dah kira calculate gila-gila, ini memang undervalue. Okay, jadi saya nampak dekat situ, okay, and then yang banyak saya pembacaan saya tentang weakness of the This year contohnya ialah apabila you tweak sikit je the figures, you will reach to a very huge difference in the calculation. Okay, so itu pun satu benda yang saya tak berapa nak keen sangat. Okay, sebab tu dalam valuation saya guna yang simple sahaja. Okay, I look at the PE ratio, saya ambil average of a 5-year PE. Okay, although memang betul dalam investment the past performance doesn't reflect the future performance, but at least the past dah berlaku. So I would rather take that data compared to I forecast the future. Oh, ini akan grow every single year, especially the perpetual growth of the business. This will grow 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. Alright, so itu view saya. Okay, I know some of you might disagree with me. It's up to you. Sebab saya tak kisah. Saya buat based on apa yang saya percaya. I've been in the market for 10 years. I've been doing okay. Ambil average. Saya akan average of 5 years. Okay, 5 years PE and C. Ataupun saya akan ambil daripada 5 data mana yang lari jauh. Macam sebab masa dulu kita study statistik kan, bila kita buat that, what you call that, linear growth line ke apa. Kalau kita ada data yang which is off daripada data lain, so kita omit that data, kita ambil yang dekat dengan line tu. So I would take the 5-year average of the PE and then I akan recalculate. Itu satu. Nombor 2 yang akan guna ialah PVV ratio. Okay, sorry, video ni. Okay, I will compare the book value against the market price. How much far is the book value and the market price? So how many times? Alright, and then I will look at the potential of the business. Okay, tengok business ni ada potential tak? Maknanya saya akan berfikir dari segi, if I were the owner of the business, would this business go far? Would this business sustain? Boleh tahan tak business ni? Adakah business ni akan hadapi kompetitor baru? Okay, macam sekarang you solo, you tak ada competitor. So if ada competitor, what will happen to the market share? That kind of things. Okay, and the last one, of course, I will always look at the book value. Okay, I will always look at the total shareholders equity and look back into the original yang details tu. Okay, usually paid out it does not change because there's not much bonus, bukannya tiap-tiap tahun, and private placement pun jarang-jarang. So paid out will always remain the same. What will change is the accumulated earnings. So if I look at the company and I look at the accumulating earnings are growing at a steady pace, okay, maknanya ada nampak that improvement, okay, meaning that will contribute to the total shareholder equity. So pada masa sama, of course lah, bila you divide by number of shares, you will get your book value will increase over time. I would somehow be interested in the company. Alright, so itu cara. Memang simple gila cara saya. Memang you can say that, oh, ni tak cukup apa semua. That is up to you, okay? Sebab saya dah realise benda ni lepas saya dah masuk dalam market, that there is nothing absolute in the stock market. Alright, dia tak ada macam you akan jumpa satu formula yang akan buat you confirm you akan menjadi. So tak ada. Okay, but I'm not saying intrinsic value is wrong. You can use it as a reference base. But over time, cepat-cepat, orang kata dalam a few quarters, you have to redo balik that calculation because it might change. Okay, macam saya kata, the cash flow that you forecasted might be wrong. So you kena redo balik. And if you have bought the shares, what can you do? Kira itu dah save lah. Alright, let's see how far the variation of the lepas you recalculate lah. Alright, sebab tu saya in terms of just do a simple valuation lah, easily. Okay, but more look on the sustainability of the business. Kalau business can sustain, profit margin can still remain good, it should be okay. Okay, it should be okay. As long as the business is sustainable, business tu diperlukan. Okay, sebab tu you kena tengok what types of business yang nampak relevant dengan zaman. Okay, sebab tu saya dulu macam masa when you talk about like company like apa yang publishing books, that kind of thing, when nowadays people are moving towards the internet era, okay, more people are on e-books. I know some people still use, even I myself, I baca books, right, but not many, most of them are now like on the tab. Okay, screen pun dah besar apa semua, so you need to look into that. So right, tangan saya dah kaku. It's about 1 degree kan. I don't know, korang nampak tak? Tak tahu nampak ke tak asap. Okay, my trip is almost to the end. Belum lagi habis lagi. Ada lagi 13 hari lagi. Wah, lamanya. Okay, it's day 31. So I'm in Switzerland. From Switzerland, I will go to Paris to Brussels to London, finally to Amsterdam. Okay, to last. And then Amsterdam back to Malaysia. So then dah boleh start ni lah. I have to look back into the stocks. I tengok stocks banyak yang murah sekarang. Banyak jatuh, but I don't know whether it's cheap or not. Have to do the homework dulu. Tengok how much have their profit gone down. Kalau profit tak gone down, but stocks gone down, itu yang terbaik tu. Okay, tapi kalau the stocks, the profits has gone down, the margin has gotten smaller, then of course lah, that's logic lah. We campur lagi dengan sentiment. Itu yang menyebabkan apa? Saham tu jatuh tu. So you have to look into that lah. Okay, nak balik nak kaji especially those dividend stocks. There are those stocks yang saya tengok actually give dividends during their losses time. Okay, maknanya during a period where they suffer losses, tapi sebab previously they had a lot of accumulated earnings, good accumulated earnings, so they managed to still pay their shareholders regardless of the situation. They still pay their shareholders. So I might be looking into that stocks because bila the scenario comes back, macam contoh, I might be looking back into the plantation counters, okay? Because plantation, one thing I like is the land. Okay, plantation have very massive land, and land is something very valuable in the future. Okay, benda tu dah proven dekat Malaysia, so tak ada masalah. Okay, because dia bukan plantation yang ke arah city yang ke arah plantation. So they will eventually sell that land, and they will make a lot of money from that land. They can repurchase another land dekat jauh-jauh kat kampung mana for the same size but cheaper, and they will get the profit. So usually when they do this, sometimes they will give an extra special dividend on that. Okay, ataupun dia akan buat repayment of cash on that to shareholders. So I kind of love that idea. Alright, sebab tu rajin-rajin tengok plantation, tengok tanah dia dekat mana. Sometimes ada macam-macam company they try to float je, tapi sebenarnya strategi dia ialah tanah-tanah dia. Okay, because there are property developers who don't have the land but have the money. So it's a matter of a win-win situation where, okay, I buy your land, you get money, I get the land, I can develop, I can also make money on top of that. Sebab dia akan tabur balik cost tu kepada pembeli juga, betul tak? Pembeli bangunan yang dia develop tu. Okay, so itu normal lah. So that's why I love plantation so much. Plus, I've been working in the plantation, so itu satu added advantage lah. So I kind of know the business lah, basically. Okay, so there are interesting stocks. Even some property developers company yang dalam keadaan teruk macam ni pun they can still make profit. So it's quite interesting. So saya tengok into the dividend yield. Sebab kalau boleh saya nak dapatkan dividend yield yang tinggi. At the same time also the capital appreciation. Okay, but in order to have that, you kena dapatkan stocks tu pada harga yang murah. Okay, because EPS is so much. So kalau dia orang bagi dividend too much pun, then it will not support the growth of the company. Jadi kena balance between the two. But unless you buy the stocks at a cheap price, okay, macam saya dengar that Boasted Plantation pun dah jatuh bawah RM1, Masing pun dalam area RM1. Okay, when Masing used to be at RM2, Boasted Plantation used to be at RM160. So you can play around with the price that you bought to increase your dividend yield instead of the amount dividend. The amount dividend hopefully they give is the same. Katakanlah 3 sen or 2 sen. Kalau Masing 6 sen setengah, 6.9 sen. But when your price you buy is low, it's super cheap, especially during where people tengah takut ni. Okay, so as the share goes up again, so dia akan bagi maybe a higher dividend. So because you buy it cheap, you get a higher dividend yield. Okay. So my father always told me that a good dividend yield is between 3 to 5%. Tu dah kira sangat bagus lah actually, okay? Because 5 to 6% is already EPF punya level. And EPF semua mana ada capital appreciation, mana ada bonus, mana ada rights, mana ada split. So kalau kita boleh dapat consistently 3 ke 4% atau 5% dividend yield is good, okay? Some go for the rights, saya tahu some go for the rights. The problem with rights is the growth. Okay, macam saya kata tadi, dia tak boleh extreme one side and weak on the other side. So kalau dia bagi too much dividend, okay, because they distribute almost all dia punya ni, sebab dia ambil rental kan, Okay, then the weakness is the capital appreciation. Sebab tu lambat betul rights nak naik. Okay, bukan tak naik tapi lambat. Okay, because rights pun ada untung dia. Sewa-sewa mana remain sama, betul tak? Sewa-sewa will go up over time. So the value of the property will also go up, the land will go up. So of course the rent will go up. So that will help the rights lah. Okay. So panjang nak membebel. Saya ada masa sikit je untuk ambil gambar, then rush back to the train station to go to Interlaken. Okay, my final destination for today. I'll be in Interlaken, Switzerland for 2 days. And then before I go to Basel, and then Basel to Paris. Okay, Paris. Okay, saya harap saya punya explanation hari ni dapat membantu anda. Okay, my views might be not the same as yours. Okay, but it's okay. I mean, like, you need to have a lot of views, and finally you have your own views. Okay, there's no like I said, there's no 100% absolute right or wrong dalam saham. Yang penting ialah you still stick to the fundamental. Okay, stick to the fundamental, which is the business itself. Alright. So okay, till then, thank you very much for those watching. Saya Mr. Ruki Saham from Spietz, menghembus udara sejuk. Okay, from Switzerland. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting Ruki Saham Gakuen. Please share this video to your friends. Tag them into Ruki Saham Gakuen. So please continue your support. I will give my best to always share and update knowledge and news to you. Alright, till then, Ruki Saham Gakuen, Raja and out. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.